Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Wendy here from Little Nest Crafts. Thank you for joining me this evening. This video is another in the series of Margarete Miller challenges and of 2024, and we are now on week 51, would you believe it? So this is the penultimate week now, and we've got one more to go, and I can't believe that we've done a whole 12 months of Margarete Miller collages, but I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope that those of you who've been following along have enjoyed it too, not only watching my collages, but everybody else's out there as well, because there's been some brilliant ones, because I've been watching other people's as well. So the prompts for this week, I'll bring them on now, are excuse me a moment, I'm still full of this cough and cold. So the prompts for this week are something you see or do on vacation, a crossword or magazine newspaper puzzle, a calendar or portion of a calendar, a geometric shape, a piece of dried tea bag, and something folded. So I'll pop my prompts to one side and I'll bring in my background piece. And for those of you who follow me and look at my other videos as well, besides the Margarete Miller ones, you'll know that I've been involved in a collaboration for Rachel and Bella Crafts. And so I went through some of my stash today and pulled out some of the papers and things that I used, to do my Christmas journal, which thank you very much to the lady who purchased it. But as soon as I put it on my coffee in my coffee shop, it was snapped up. So I really hope that she likes it. The lady who purchased it's over in Dallas in Texas, so it's winging its way over there, and I'm hoping that it's arrived. I've got to check on the tracking tomorrow. So this was a piece that I'd got left over, as was this music piece, which I might incorporate somewhere, although it's not one of the prompts. So if I go through the prompts, we've got something you see or do on vacation, which I'll have a look at in a minute. Crossword puzzle, which I've gone for. And this came out of Chris and I. We've got a camper van and we're members of the camping club over here in the UK, and they send out a magazine periodically throughout the year, and there was a crossword there that I managed to do it all actually, but unfortunately I didn't win the prize. There you take what they wanted you to do is, if you completed it, you took a photo of the completed piece and you sent that into them, and they drew all the drew them out of the hat, and the first person to be pulled out got a £50 gift voucher, and then there was 4 runners up, all of a £10 club card gift voucher, but I never heard from them, so I'm presuming that I didn't win. But congratulations to those who did. So I'm going to use this piece, but I'm going to cut off that section when I can see my scissors. I put them down. I had them in my hand just 2 seconds ago. 1 second. Honestly, sometimes you can't see in front of your nose. So I'm just going to take off this section for now, and I don't know whether I'll be using it as a completed piece, but I doubt it very much. What's it got on the back? Oh, a couple of cars. So there we go. And then it says a calendar or portion of a calendar. Well, this is a portion of a calendar, and it's just the month of December. And because this is my background piece, I'm going to stick that down, because invariably what happens is when I'm trying to move things, it starts sliding around, and I spend more time trying to straighten it than I do, trying to anchor my pieces down. and I thought I'd run out of this runner tape, but I've just found this one, so it's probably on the verge of running out, so I'll make the most of it for this video. Right, I'm just going to eyeball this and hopefully get it reasonably straight. There we go. Not too bad. So that's that. And then I'm just going to ink around this. I won't put much, but because this has got a white background, I want it to be distinguished from this background here. So I will put a bit of ink around it. There we go. Then I'll start off by just popping that there. I don't want to hide the bells, and I have done my fussy cutting. So this piece is my geometric shape. I've got a nice Christmas star there, which I thought I'd put up in that corner. And what other things have we got? This is my something folded. I've made a couple of whale tail tags there because I've got a tag that I might want to use. And the reason is I've got a little tea bag here. Now this isn't a used tea bag. It just says a dried tea bag. And obviously this is a dried tea bag. But the ones that we use are circular. And my husband doesn't drink tea very often, and I don't drink tea at all. So I hadn't got an old tea bag that was used. So I've taken this out of my stash, and I thought I would use that, and I'm going to use it as a pocket. And these were one of the little tags that I had as part of the collaboration, and I didn't use it in my journal. So I thought I would pop that in the pocket there. I might put an eyelet in it yet, I don't know. So I'll pop that there. And then I didn't know whether to keep that little girl in that corner and have my tag maybe even going that way. And I could glue that down there and keep the thread coming off the side, and maybe put a few beads or something on there. And then I'd also got this as a calendar. I made these for a craft fair I was doing in 2018, and these were sort of leftovers, so I didn't know whether to use one of those, but I'd got that as well, so I decided to use that. And then what I've done is I've cut out a frame and I'm going to just ink around the edges of this frame. I've cut out the centre of it, and I'll just ink the inside here. I don't know how much ink's coming off onto here, but as long as it takes away a bit of the whiteness. There we go. And then what I thought I'd do, I thought I would frame this part of the crossword. Now just bear with, because I'm going to get a piece of acetate to go on the inside there. Right, I've got my acetate, and I'm just going to get my Beacon 3-in-1 glue, and we'll put some glue on the back of here. There we go. So that should dry fairly fairly quickly, and then I need to organise it that it's just within the frame. So I'm going to cut round it now. There we go, save that for another day. And then it's gone a bit wibbly wobbly, so we'll just straighten that up a minute. And I will put some glue on the outer edges of this, just really finely. There we go. Now then, I'll just pop that down there so that I can position this. So there we are, there's my crossword in that little frame. Now then, do we want that at an angle? It's a shame to cut their heads off. Let's have a look. Now then, I might tuck that behind there, and then see if we can keep them 3 children in, maybe. Could have that tag this way after having just changed it, and that's too big, but I can cut the bits off there. So let's have a look. We could put that down there and I will put some little beads on that. And I didn't know whether to have that on the front or whether to have, we could have Santa on the front. There is another tag here which I could pop in there. If I cut those off, those side bits, that could go in there as well. Or we could have it tucked under there. Or maybe have the tag there. That could have stayed on those side pieces. Oh, I've got a Christmas tree actually. Let's have a look. Not to waste these little Christmassy bits coming out the side. And then I've got some Christmas baubles. How about we put that one up there, and then we could have these staggered on this side, like so. Maybe have that one first. Take that one down a bit. To give it a bit of a Christmassy theme. Excuse me. And what else have we got here? We've got another couple of little labels that we could use, special delivery, and maybe not use that one with it being blue. And there's another little card there. And what I was going to do with this card was have my Christmas stocking dangling on the front. So we'll just ink around the edges. There we go. So we'll stick that on now. There we are. And then what I'm going to do is have a look. We could have that one, or that one. It's too much the same, I think. Yeah, we'll have this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a bit smaller. Might not be perfect, but we'll have a look on the tag. Yeah, that's not too bad. Bit of ink round it. And then we'll stick that down. So that's my something folded. Oh, I could actually turn it round and have the blue because of the blue on the background. We'll have another look. So we've got blue there. Hard one. Hard decision, but I prefer that. I do prefer that. So we'll glue that on. Oh, put it on back to front. Hang on. There we go. So I'll put that back in the little bag. And then I'm going to use Fabri-Tac as well to glue this on. but then I'll have to put something inside the pocket just till the glue dries. So I'm going to take that out of there and find a scrap piece of paper. Just to pop inside the pocket. Otherwise I will be gluing the front to the back and the tag will get stuck as well. Oh, come on, in you get. Just needs cutting down a fraction. And then we'll, oh, I forgot to ink. I normally have all these prepped before to save time, but I forgot this time. So let's have a look. Where did we get to? Just get my scissors in there. And my little tag. I'll put my tag in there ready behind, and then we'll glue these little side bits on, because I think I'm going to go with what I've done there with this piece. So I'll take those off. Take that off there a second. And I'm just going to glue down. I was going to leave the bells exposed at the top, but we're a bit limited for space. So I'm just going to glue the top half down, like so, to stop that sliding around. Maybe I'm not quite so. There we go. Oops. And then that was going to go there. So I'll quickly ink around the tree. Which can go there. And then this piece was going, oops-a-daisy. Now are we going over the top or underneath? Yeah, I think we're going underneath. And then this piece was going above it. Just ink around there as well. And then we've got these little poinsettias as well. think this was from somebody else's kit. It wasn't from Rachel's, I don't think. Not sure though, not 100% sure. So we'll put our little star up there as well. Oops. Oh dear, I'm making a pig's ear of it today. There we are. Excuse me. Just get that glue off where it's smeared. There we are. Now then, well, nothing else to go tucked underneath, is there? I don't think so. So we can glue this piece down. And then we could have a Christmas tree tuck spot down here, or it could be tuck spotting that way. Let's put the baubles up first, shall we? Just to try and make it more Christmassy. Where would Christmas be without some tinsel and some baubles? Although this isn't the true spirit of Christmas. We all know the main reason for Christmas. You know, our Heavenly Father was born, and or Jesus was born, should I say. There we go. Just put some glue on this one as well. Try and stagger them a little bit. There we go. And then we'll have a side opening there. So we'll come down the side here with the tree and come along the bottom, so that we can use it as a tuck spot. And I'm just going to drop it down over the edge of my border, because I don't mind having things that work off the edge. And we've got a couple of spare tags here. Let's have a look, pop that away. Could actually put that on the back of the tag, because it's a to and a from. And we'll just ink the back of this tag. And we'll pop it on the bottom. There we go. I could tuck that in down there and ink this one too. And that one's got Christmas trees on the back, so we can tuck that in down there. Now we can take the paper out of here. And do you see what I mean? It's stuck a little bit, but not much. So now I need that paper actually to go back in the inside, because we'll glue it to the back of the calendar here, front of the calendar. So what I will do, I'll just put the glue on this centre section here. So a little tea bag. And he's looking a bit white, the snowman, so I'm just going to, just ever so lightly, soften his colour down a bit, that's better. Make him look a bit more vintage. And then we want to put something over here, just to get rid of that that whiteness. And I suppose I could do something like that. Special delivery. And have that coming, or maybe there. Let's have a look. That one there. Like that, maybe. Yeah, we'll glue that bit. I just need to ink, oops a daisy, these edges. Put a bit of ink, I always call it ink. I don't know why. A bit of glue. On there. Just wondering whether to take that one out. Pop it in the back. In the back there, yeah, that's better. So we just need to glue this poinsettia in. And then glue him down as well. Our special delivery. So I think that's all our, excuse me, one sec. I think that's all our pieces put down. And what I'm going to do is just dampen the calendar down a little bit as well. Just slightly there. There we are. So let's have a look. Put the lid on everything and tidy up, and then we'll go through the prompts. Oops. That's the only thing we didn't incorporate. Ooh. They look quite nice there actually. Let's just take a border off and we'll just make that a bit smaller. Have a look now. What do you reckon? I do quite like that, so I'm going to, you know, why not? It's Christmas, and if it's OTT, then, you know, why can't we do OTT at Christmas time, eh? There we go. Just wondering if that'll tuck underneath there. A little bit. Let's have a look. Maybe that poinsettia could come over the top if it's not down already. Let's have a look. Oops. There we go. Just lift him up a bit because I don't want him covering the boy's face. Or we could have it over the top maybe. Like so. tuck him underneath. There we go. Just pop a bit of glue back under there. There we go. So that's our little collage for week 51. And yeah, just wondering whether to glue that down. I think that tree. Oh no, I'll leave it as is, just in case we want to put a bigger card in at a later date. So all I've got to do is find some little beads to go on my string there, and I'll do that off camera. And I just need to put a bit of glue underneath there. There we go. Stop that flapping about in the breeze. So we'll recap. Sorry about that, everybody. Excuse my sniffing. So we've got something you see or do on vacation. Well, when you're on your Christmas vacation, you open up all your presents. So that's what I'm going with here. You know that it's Christmas time. The children are off school, and you know, they've waited for Santa coming, and built snowmen if it's snowing, and opened their toys and just enjoyed Christmas. Plus, when you're on vacation, you might do more crosswords and puzzle books and things like that, so that could go for that as well. A calendar is a portion of a calendar, is a page out the back there. My geometric shape are my circles for my baubles and my star. My tea bag is a whole tea bag, not just a piece of a tea bag. My bonus is something folded, is my tag at the top there. So I think that is it. So all I'll do now is hold it up closer to the camera so that you can see. And I think off camera what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to put some glitter and some gold on the ribbon. You know, I'll edge things just to make it look a bit more special, with it being a Christmas one. So I do hope that you will join me for the final week next week, and hopefully I'll have got rid of this cold by then, because this is the second week it's been stayed with me. So I look forward to seeing you all in week 52, the final week. So until then, everybody stay safe, keep well, and I'll say bye for now. Bye.